Hey guys, welcome to my channel. In my class, I got a lot of questions like, hey John, what do I do if I understand the language but I cannot speak it? And guess what? I have the same problem. And today I can give you a few tips that really help me overcome this problem. So if you're interested, please stay tuned. Thing number one that you have to understand is that our brain is the major thing. It actually has all of the information, because sometimes you think, oh my god, I have been learning English for 10 years, but I don't see the progress. But the thing is, if you actually learn a lot of things in these 10 years, if you learn vocabulary, you've learned grammar, you've learned how to speak, but guess what? You haven't had practice, and that's your problem. Like, everything is inside, everything is there, but you need the stressful situation that would help this information come out. And how do you create the stressful situation? Advice number one, okay, you don't have to follow it, but at least listen to it, because it helped me. Like, this was one of the best things. I started making YouTube videos in English, and I started this kind of video that you're watching. If one of my friends watching this, or anyone who follows me for a long time, you can distinguish my bad habits of speaking, and some things I am doing now. You're gonna hear that I speak in a completely different manner. And I had to cut out so many things, because I started it when my English was below par, and I didn't have a lot of practice of English. But I knew that I have to be regular with my videos, so I switched on the camera. I started talking to the camera, and this is exactly what you can do. You don't have to post them on Facebook and make them public, but I would advise you to do that, because you should actually change your life. You can make money with it, and it's a great tool to meet new people. It's a great tool to interact with people in the comments. I would ask you to shoot a video on a topic that you love and where you think you're an expert. Post it on YouTube. There is an option to make it enlisted if you're afraid. Another advice, I understand that sometimes when you start talking to native speakers, you're like, I don't understand something. Sometimes they tell something using some background knowledge I have no idea about. Well, it's okay, and I'm happy to explain some concepts that they may not understand. So don't be afraid to ask people to repeat something. If you don't understand, ask them what they mean. Okay? Next up, English clubs give you ability to express yourself and make your new words, grammar points, phrases live, so that you are able to memorize and really make you feel like, I'm making some progress. I'm improving my language skills. Back when I was in university time, my English was so terrible and cookie cutter. I even just said hello and how are you, but I still came to an English club every Sunday, where you were given a topic and made a conversation with other members. But guess what? I sat still for just listening and noticed everything happening around me, and then go home. After 1 month, I still couldn't speak any words, of course. But there's one thing changed me, is confidence. And the last one advice, and I know you might think, oh well, this is just ridiculous, but it's not, is to talk to yourself. Having a conversation with yourself. This is exactly what I am doing now. I try to create a conversation in my head, and maybe I ask myself a question about a certain situation, and then think, well, how am I going to respond to that question? What words or phrases do I need to use? And then you're having this conversation in your head. And then all of a sudden, wow, I'm actually thinking in another language. That's one of the first steps to start thinking in another language. You may think about the things like you need to do in your daily life, things like you are doing at that moment, or if you are preparing some food for dinner, think about the steps you are taking. What do you need to do, or what other food do you wish you had in order to make your meal better? Okay, have that conversation with yourself first, because at some point you will have that conversation with somebody else for real, and then you will be a little more familiar with this topic and the words or phrases that you might want to use to express your ideas and opinions. So cool. And that's all the things I am actually doing to improve and keeping on learning English. Okay, so hopefully you will come up with some ideas and do them seriously. Thank you so much for watching this video, and see you next time. Bye bye.